Hello everybody, my name's Star Raptor and welcome to another episode of This Week in Star Wars Canon. Every week I break down all the latest in the Star Wars universe continuity, ranging from the TV series to the comics to the novels and to the video games. And with this week it brought us issue number 20 of Darth Vader. I really like this cover with the Royal Guards, Emperor and Darth Vader looking badass as ever. So this is a bit of a discrepancy. So issue number 20, according to the cover, says this is part 1 of End of Games, but when you look inside the book, it says this is part 5 of the Shu-Torun War, which we know wrapped up in issue 4. So there's a bit of a misprint, but basically this issue is about Vader returning from the Shu-Torun War, reporting back to Emperor, who gives him a new mission to go track down this Silo guy that has gone renegade from the Empire. And later on, Vader also hooks up with his old contact, Inspector Thaneth, who has apparently the location of Dr. Aphra. But, and this is a spoiler, guys, so fast forward a little ahead if you don't want to hear this. Thaneth actually figured out that Darth Vader is in fact Anakin Skywalker. And so Darth Vader obviously has to kill him because he can't let anybody know that. And then finally we have Darth Vader delegating different tasks. So he gives 000 and BT the mission to go get Aphra, that we learned the location from Thaneth, and he is going to track down this scientist and kill him, basically. So that was what happened in this issue, number 20. There wasn't much action at all in this issue. It was a lot of backstory. Some things I really liked was, first off, that Super Star Destroyer appearance when Vader meets the Emperor and are at the Kuat station. Now, I played Star Wars The Old Republic, and Kuat is, even back then, it was known as a kind of manufacturing plant for different ships and stuff. So that was really cool. And just our first peek at that with the big double-page spread of the construction of the Super Star Destroyer. Really cool, and that kind of gives us an idea of, I guess, in the timeline, because we know that we see Vader on the Executor Super Star Destroyer in The Empire Strikes Back, so that means we're kind of inching closer and closer. We're seeing where these comics are going to bridge into The Empire Strikes Back, so that's really, really cool. Next up, that really, really long monologue by Emperor with Vader explaining what the Vader's purpose was really fascinating. We have the Emperor speaking about the Sith and the Rule of Two and how they've been going back for generations, and about how Vader, he is in fact the reason why the Empire is still intact. Like, he is the strength of the Empire. And we find out that when Vader fell at Mustafar, Emperor had to get this Silo scientist to basically help keep Vader alive, because that was the key for the Empire, is to have Vader there. But then Silo did get a little bit too ambitious and started doing too many things, and the Emperor wanted to silence him. So the Emperor didn't want to do that yet because it would be politically bad for him. So finally, all these years later, the Emperor finally said it's the right time to take out Silo. Now that he looks like a renegade, nobody in the Empire likes the guy anymore. So now's the time Emperor is going to take his revenge. I just thought that that conversation with the Emperor, I always look forward to that in this Darth Vader series. Really, really great stuff by Kieran Gillen. He always just captures the essence of the Emperor so well in these comics. Next up, I have the confrontation with Thaneth. Really, really shocking, guys. Full spoilers at this point, so fast forward ahead. With Vader killing him, Thaneth was such an interesting, cool character. Literally an inspector, and for this guy is super, super intelligent. He figured out that Vader is in fact Anakin Skywalker, and just the fact that he knew he was gonna die. He said, "Look, I'm not gonna try to give an anonymous message to where Aphra is, because I know eventually you'll find me anyway." So he was the man about it, and he just said, "Look, kill me now," basically. So yeah, it's kind of sad to see Thaneth go, because for a while there, that whole second arc was basically about Vader keeping one step ahead of Thaneth, and I had a feeling that Thaneth knew who Vader really was, what his motivations were. So Vader couldn't have have that be. He had to cut that loose end off. But that wasn't all we had with Darth Vader. This is actually an oversized issue. I was really shocked to see that. And we also, in the back, we have the Misadventures of 000 and BT, this one-shot comic, and it's really interesting because it actually does take place like right after this issue. So BT and 000, they're actually going to go get Dr. Aphra, but they made a pit stop with a contact that Aphra knew that is really good with repairing droids and whatnot. So they go there, and of course this guy ends up being like, "Oh, you're the 000 Matrix. There's a bounty for you." And then of course 000 is like, "No, that's not me." And he's trying to, and then finally he does say it's me, and then of course BT just scares the hell out of this guy with his little flamethrower weaponry, and it's really interesting, a really funny short story for sure. I absolutely enjoyed it. 000 is one of the best things that's come out of these comics, out of all the Star Wars comics. It just has this really great comedic relief, and just, you know, same thing with BT, you know, just polar opposites of C-3PO and R2. So definitely gotta check that out. But I want to make a public service announcement to you guys. I don't know if any of you plan to go to the Atlantic City Boardwalk Convention this weekend. I will be there on Saturday. It's a really cool convention. It's second year in running. I went last year for its inaugural year. Basically, it's a Comic-Con, so you know, you got your celebrities, of course you got your comics. Just a really fun place. It's not too crazy busy, nothing like New York Comic-Con. I think there's like 30,000 people that went for its first year over the first 3 days. They got a pretty decent Star Wars presence there. 501st was there last year, and they'll be there again this year. They have really cool panels about how to build like your own cosplay Star Wars style, and apparently they have like lightsaber training, and even like a stunt show with like legit like Star Wars duelist people that train. So real cool. If you guys are in the Philly, New York area, definitely want to check that out for sure. If you see me around, please say hi. So guys, tell me what you think about this video. Make sure you comment in the comment section below. Did you like this issue of Darth Vader? What's your favorite Star Wars comics so far? Let's continue that discussion. Guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me because I want to have you guys have the easiest access to my videos. It'll give you notifications when I upload. Just an easier way for you to find what you want to watch. Alright? And speaking of what you want to watch, I just uploaded my recent unboxing of Black Series 6-inch Canon jars. Really cool action figure. Guys, definitely check that out. With that being said, you can follow me on Twitter at StarRaptor, as well as like my Facebook page at StarRaptor. Thanks for watching, guys, and may the Force be with you.